What a treat for me to have the opportunity to talk to two of you today. I love this show so much. Sorry that it's over, but Paul, I want to start with you because being in this business for so long, where on your scale does being in the Kominsky Method rate for you? What has this experience been like?
It's the easiest, most, we would say it's kind of like a perfect job. And I hate using the word job because it didn't feel like that.
Yeah.
It really is the best of everything. First of all, going in to shoot 6 episodes as a season is such a lightweight, it's such a comparatively smaller task. Yes. But especially when you're working with the likes of Sarah and Michael Douglas and Kathleen Turner and Alan Arkin, and we had the luxury also of Chuck had written all the scripts and they're all airtight and perfect. And so, you don't, sometimes when you're doing episodic TV, you're always chasing your tail a little bit. And it's like, oh, we got to get next week's show ready. And I'm like, well, episodes 8 and 9 were a little weak, but we'll make it. These were all, you didn't come to work nervous. You just go, yeah, they're all going to be good and they're all fun.
And Sarah, playing Mindy for these 3 seasons, a gift from God. I mean, the way she transformed from season 1 to season 3 and then working with these amazing people, seriously, right?
Yeah, I mean, extremely lucky. I met Chuck Lorre. I auditioned for and got a role on his other show, Young Sheldon. And that happened to be, I did my first episode of that show. And a few days after that, got a call. He's actually writing a new show now. And, sometimes you just get lucky with the timing. And I think I just got lucky and got brought on board to this show. And then just worked with, honestly, legend after legend, which I know sometimes people say in these interviews and you're like, well, legend's a bit strong. But in this case, I think I can safely say legend.
Yeah. Oh, no question. Now, Paul, the look, was that your idea?
Yes, I felt I was just too handsome and svelte. And I said, Chuck, can you help me? Because it's a burden, Bonnie. It's more of a burden to be this handsome. And he was more than happy to know it was not my idea. And I wasn't resistant. I just was cautious. I thought, he said, we're going to age you up and give you a ponytail, which I thought was kind of brilliant. And I thought, well, let's just make sure we do it well, because there's nothing worse than bad wigs and prosthetics. You end up as an audience going, that's all you can see. It's like, you see the show with the bad ears and that hair? Whoa. And, and it really did help define the character. It did half the acting for me. I only had to bring half my game.
Yeah. Sarah, having Kathleen and Michael as your parents. Oh my God, seriously. Must have had way too much fun on this set.
I felt like I was the daughter that the Romancing the Stone couple would have had, maybe. That's how I think of it. Yeah, I mean, they're fantastic. We'd only had like a little taste of Kathleen in season 2. So to get her on board full time for this season was incredible. She's such brilliant work and such a brilliant person to work with.
Yeah. Before I wrap, Paul, I have to mention, I almost lost it when you guys were sitting around watching Diner. Diner is my all-time favorite movie. Like, I had the poster over my bed when I was a kid. I mean, honestly.
I love everything about Bonnie. I love everything about you.
Oh, it's the best. What was it like? I have to ask. What, like when Chuck threw that scene that you guys were
I read it and I laughed, and it was kind of surreal for me. Sarah saying that you have to sort of pinch yourself. The absurdity of Diner was my very first job, and I only got that because I stumbled into Barry Levinson's casting office by a kind of a fluke accident, and cut to 40 years later, literally almost 39 years later, we're filming this with Michael Douglas and Barry Levinson's playing himself, looking back at a vintage film called Diner. I'm like, my head's going to explode because I can't even do the math here. It was surreal.
Yeah, I'm sure. Listen, guys, thank you so much for your time today. I love this series so much. Season 3 just really brings it. And it's just such an honor and pleasure to talk to you guys today. Thank you so much.